morning and welcome into the Morning Blend Extra. Today is August 29th. Of course, it is Friday and I'm DJ Baker. Coming up on today's show, we have world records, flying cars, and antique shopping. But first, hey, we have to talk about this Labor Day weekend weather, and man, does it look absolutely phenomenal. We'll talk about 75 degrees here for us on our Friday. We do have some slight chances for maybe some showers later on this evening, but just how much dry air is near the surface, I don't think a lot of that will actually reach the ground. 74 then for us on our Saturday, 77 Sunday, plentiful amounts of sunshine both days. Heading into our Labor Day Monday, a high of 80 degrees. Humidity won't have anything to do with us, so it is going to be a fantastic day to get outside and enjoy the last bit of hurrah that our summer will give us. Now, progressing on and throughout the week, we do have a cold front coming through Wednesday, and that will bring us some showers, maybe a rumble or two of thunder, but temperatures only up to 68 degrees, down to a low of 46 Wednesday night, and then Thursday down to a low of 63 degrees with the extended forecast looking absolutely gorgeous. Highs in the upper 60s to middle to lower 70s. Let's take a quick look outside our primetime audio video East State Street Cam, seeing a healthy mixture of sunshine and a few fair weather clouds, but overall looking at a lovely Labor Day weekend. Well, plenty of dogs owners teach their dogs to retrieve balls. Well, one man taught his dog to do the same thing, but with baseball bats. She's quickly become one of the team's MVPs, most valuable pooch. Reporter Kayla Moeller has the story.
Let's go Wheeler!
That is one good dog. He needs some treats.
June, the Yuba Sutter High Wheeler's bat dog, is known to steal the spotlight. Fans awaiting her arrival at the entrance.
Got a hold of me, we came, interview, got the job. June is now the bat dog.
June's owner says she's a waterfowl dog, and their fishing and hunting trips together is what led them to her new job.
How'd you train her? How'd you get her to do that? You know, I threw out a bat, told her to get it, she got it. That's what she does. She'll do anything I ask her to do, so getting the bats came real natural, real easy.
I've never seen a bat dog do better than a bat boy, but that dog can do everything on all fours than somebody can do on all twos.
Definitely needs a raise, that's for sure.
The crowd goes wild for June's hard work.
We usually work first few innings, take her up into the crowd so she can hang out with the kids. They love her.
It's pretty cool. I was like, what? I think it's like a unique idea.
June has already mastered her first season as a bat dog, but she was too shy for an interview. So I asked her owner if they plan to return next year.
If we get invited, yes. We're hoping for negotiations with the San Francisco Giants, but we'll see how that goes.
That is one smart dog, and that is a great way to get people out to the ballpark. Now, Guinness World Records is turning 70, and it makes the milestone by highlighting jaw-dropping record holders from around the world. From the New Orleans basketball prodigy dribbling the most basketballs at once, that's 6 right there, to the longest human tunnel traveled by a skateboarding dog in Peru. Guinness has more than 53,000 records in its own database, and on its 70th birthday, it's releasing 70 unclaimed titles for anyone itching to make some history.
The imagination of people around the world is endless. And there's always new things happening, you know. Technology gives you new ideas. We have had, for example, a lot of drones-related records recently. We're looking into AI records now.
Records still up for grabs include the most high fives in 30 seconds, the fastest time to blow a postage stamp 32 feet, and the most whoopee cushion sat on in 1 minute. Oh, I might have to go for that whoopee cushion record. That's probably something in my wheelhouse. Well, make sure you honor your alma mater with your clothing today because it's National College Colors Day. That's when people are encouraged to wear shirts, pants, and other apparel representing their colleges. For example, the U of I fans will be wearing blue and orange, while Wisconsin Badger fans will don Badger red and white. This sports-related holiday takes place this Friday before Labor Day, heading into the first full weekend of college football season. And if you notice my tie, well, I am also on that trend. Got my little Mizzou guys down here. In addition, have my water bottle. So of course I'm repping Mizzou, which won yesterday, but a lot of college football is to be had. Well, hey, coming up next, we'll look at Labor Day weekend and how it's affecting, or how it will be affected by prices of gas and flights. That's coming up next.
You're a mom, but you're also a cook, a chauffeur, and a maid too. You're on demand, so your news should be on demand too.
That's where WIFR steps in. Whether you catch us live or catch up with the day's events, you can get your news from WIFR on your time. From WIFR.com, the WIFR News app, or the WIFR streaming app. It's video from the news team that's putting you first. WIFR.
At Gray Digital Media, we craft engaging campaigns that grab attention and get results. Extending your message across all platforms. Gray Digital Media. We know local. GDMRockford.com. When you want to know right now, predict, or catch up on the stories you missed, download video of your local news on the WIFR News app. Live breaking news.
We have reports of multiple shots fired.
Real-time forecasts.
We are tracking some rain potential for tomorrow.
Custom alerts for the stories that impact you. It's fast and, best of all, free. The WIFR News app, where the news and video you want are all in one app.
Friday night, under the lights, we all like a jet, we taking a flight. I know my worth, they checking the price, they taking a risk, they rolling the dice.
Tune into Football Frenzy Friday night starting August 29th. Then watch Football Frenzy Plus right after, wherever you stream WIFR. Sponsored by McCloskey, Kessler & Associates. Your local experts.
Personally invested in your safety.
Your most experienced weather team.
Giving you the first alert to prepare for the worst.
WIFR, putting you first.
Well, thanks for sticking with us. The unofficial end of the summer is around the corner. And if you're looking to squeeze out a final trip before fall, there's some good news. Airfare and gas prices are on the way down. In today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan has tips for travelers.
As the summer season comes to a close and cooler temperatures set in, travelers can look forward to dipping airfare and the cheapest gas prices we've seen since 2020.
It's going to get better after Labor Day and into mid-September. That's when we roll back to cheaper winter gasoline.
Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy says some parts of the country could see gas prices drop below $3 a gallon soon. As of Wednesday, the national average for a gallon of regular gas was $3.21. That's 14 cents cheaper than this time last year.
The bigger thing pushing prices lower this year has really been OPEC, who earlier this year raised production. That's pushed the price of oil down.
If you're hitting the roads this holiday weekend, AAA says the worst time to travel is Friday between noon and 8 p.m. and returning home Monday between 1 and 4 p.m.
I always advocate for hitting the road as early as possible, get a good night's sleep, fill up the night before.
Aixa Diaz with AAA says Labor Day isn't as popular as some of the other holiday weekends for travel because many students are back in school.
It's not like July 4th, where if a lot of people have summer vacations, there's a lot of fluctuations in which days people are leaving. Same over Christmas. With Labor Day weekend, it's like most people are probably going to leave on Friday and come back on Monday.
If you're flying, domestic airfare is 6% cheaper than last year, according to AAA. Diaz says now is a great time to start booking an upcoming trip. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
If you're stuck in traffic this Labor Day and you wish you could just fly over it, that future might be closer than you think. A West Coast-based company is flying across the country to showcase its flying car. The company behind it, called Pivotal, says it's all electric and zero emissions and doesn't need a runway for vertical takeoff or landing. The single-seat aircraft made a single stop in Santa Cruz, California last week for a demonstration.
It was exciting to watch when it first lifted off. You know how you're used to seeing planes have to rev up, and it just lifted up, like hoovered up fast. And it's very windy over from the ocean here, and it seemed like it was under control.
Well, you won't need a pilot's license to fly it. However, it'll set you back with the price starting at $190,000. But to avoid traffic, I think maybe some of us will be willing to go ahead and pay that. Well, hey, coming up next, Volo Museum is home to one of the largest antique stores in the state. We'll take a look at it when we return.
You're a mom, but you're also a cook, a chauffeur, and a maid, too. You're on demand, so your news should be on demand, too.
That's where WIFR steps in. Whether you catch us live or catch up with the day's events, you can get your news from WIFR on your time. From WIFR.com, the WIFR News app, or the WIFR streaming app. It's video from the news team that's putting you first. WIFR.
At Gray Digital Media, we craft engaging campaigns that grab attention and get results. Extending your message across all platforms. Gray Digital Media. We know local. GDMRockford.com. When you want to know right now, predict, or catch up on the stories you missed, download video of your local news on the WIFR News app. Live breaking news.
We have reports of multiple shots fired.
Real-time forecasts.
We are tracking some rain potential for tomorrow.
Custom alerts for the stories that impact you. It's fast and, best of all, free. The WIFR News app, where the news and video you want are all in one app.
Yeah, Friday night, under the lights, we all like a jet, we taking a flight. I know my worth, they checking the price, they taking a risk, they rolling the dice. Yeah.
Tune into Football Frenzy Friday night starting August 29th. Then watch Football Frenzy Plus right after, wherever you stream WIFR. Sponsored by McCloskey, Kessler & Associates. Your local experts.
Personally invested in your safety.
Your most experienced weather team.
Giving you the first alert to prepare for the worst.
WIFR, putting you first.
Welcome back into the Morning Wind Extra. We have visited Volo Museum several times this summer, but what we haven't seen yet is the four-story antique mall right next door. WIFR's Aaron Wilson was there to learn more about summer season. Comes to a close.
Another month, another trip to Volo Museum, and once again, it doesn't disappoint. We'll talk about where we're at and why coming up in just a moment. Jim with us.
I'm glad you're back. It's good to see you as always.
Always good to be back. And again, we tromps out here to a complete and total different destination. Every time. You never disappoint. But let's talk about the rest of this month. Where did summer go?
Man, it's crazy.
It's been great for you, though.
It's been great, and it's great to see. You know, we have 75 acres here, and when it's open, this is really when we get all ages, and we really get to explore and utilize all of our space. You know, in the winter, you got to close things down. But right now, until Labor Day, we still have our free narrow-rated train rides, our carousel rides. That's all going to end on Labor Day. So if you want to experience that stuff, it's really cool. It's one of a kind. You don't really get to see it very often.
I don't want you to do this, but say that again. It all ends on
Labor Day weekend, which is like 10 seconds from now. It's crazy how fast it's going. So come out, enjoy the 75 acres. And to even sweeten the pot, not that we need to, the last week of August, Monday through Friday, any ticket that you buy, we're going to upgrade you to a free annual pass, which means basically if you buy a ticket to Volo Museum, you get a free year of free admission, which is an insane value.
That is a total
even if you come once or twice, that's
blockbuster.
It's a no-brainer. We're always upgrading. We're always doing different exhibits and events, and almost everything is included with that free pass.
And I say this every time I get a segment with you. You bring me to somewhere different every time.
Yes.
Where are we right now?
This is a family-owned business. This started as a dairy farm.
Okay.
And before the cars and before all that stuff, they were junkers basically. They fixed and flipped everything from furniture, bootleg cassette tapes, you name it. That it's gone through these barns. This was an original barn for 1830s, I want to say.
And we're at the tip top.
And we're at the very top. Why we're up here is starting September 6th through Halloween, we're doing these paranormal train rides. So basically, all of these stories are crazy things that have happened here over the years. If you talk to anybody that's worked here, crazy stuff happens all the time. Stuff that's caught on security cameras all the time. So
walking
we have a lot
up
of
the
this
stairs,
footage.
I kept asking you, so what have you seen? And the cameras tell the story.
The cameras tell the story. We've had a woman come up here and she caught a picture. She was looking and she saw a kid and she was like, and this is during the day, she saw a kid and she said, excuse me, do you know where your mom is? And she looked again and the kid was on the other side of the window. We're on the 4th story. And she like fell back and took a picture, and there's a picture of a kid in a window. That doesn't add the creepy. You don't have to.
You're telling this, and I looked over there. I'm like,
just this kind of stuff. It's wild. We had Joe and Tina were radio hosts. We had them spend the night here because they weren't buying all the paranormal stories. And every picture that Tina was in, there was an orb, like a skull face orb in every single picture. Just wild stuff that happens. Our Titanic museum flooded last year. That was nationwide coverage. I was just on a show called Paranormal Caught on Camera on the Travel Channel. So crazy stuff has happened here. So we thought we'd put it together and show, not only just tell these stories, but actually show the security footage. Things fly off the shelves all the time. Wow. Crazy people get, or like pinches, and just weird stuff happens here all the time. And a lot of it started here because it's the oldest thing. And they say because of all these antiques, there's about 300 vendors with different antiques that all have their own stories and different spirits or whatever that are attached to them. So there's just a lot of crazy stuff that happens here. So we want to open that up.
It's the super highway to transport as many spirits as you can get into one spot. Seriously. Is what I'm thinking. When you got all these new items that come in,
100%.
I mean, just watching folks shop, walking up here, this place is great to do some shopping.
It's a full day, like, and it's free. You don't even have to pay admission. It's not part of the museum. You can just come here if you want to and not pay anything. There's over 300 vendors, so you can. It's not just like antiques like this. There's Hot Wheels and toy collectibles, and most of the stuff that we grew up playing with is here, which is also depressing because most of the stuff we grew up playing with is in an antique mall. Well, I'm still processing that.
But as we make our way into football season here, I know a lot of folks really pride themselves on the decorations they have in their bars that they watch these games from.
And
you've got a lot of great
glasses
ideas
and man cave stuff, and there's stuff for everybody here. So it's really cool outside of the paranormal things just to spend the day here, but the paranormal stuff is pretty cool too.
Yeah, and I mean September, and then we'll go into October. So perfect timing to get paranormal and just kind of put your foot in the water.
And we're not going to go
and get ready for the whole deal.
Right. No, we're not Hobby Lobby. We're not going to throw all the Halloween at you as soon as September hits.
That was good.
We're going to dip our toe in it. And it's really cool to come see it. And again, it's 75 acres. All of this is open. And I want you to please come out before Labor Day and see all the stuff because it's totally worth it. Especially, it's only like an hour drive.
And run down that deal again if you do come that final
It's
week
Monday through Friday. It has to be in person only. If you come here, any ticket that you buy. So if you buy a Platinum Pass, that's for Jurassic, Titanic, and the Volo Museum. You just buy that pass. We upgrade it for an entire year of Platinum Pass for free. Wow. So it's a steal. Even if you come once or twice a year, it's worth every penny.
By the way, the little nephews came out here with their mom. They had
Did they?
a blast.
Yes.
They had a blast.
I love
Mission
that.
accomplished.
Nailed it.
You got to see that all summer long.
Yes, it's infectious.
Wow.
I mean, it's really fun to see.
And to hear them just talk about it.
The kids that love, they grew up on iPads. So when they see these animatronics or they ride these carousels or the old 50s kiddie rides, like they just absolutely freak
and you're
out.
Right.
They love it.
They love the carousel.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's so cool.
Jim, always good to see you.
Great to see you.
I can't wait. Oh, and what was that? Seriously.
Cut.
Volo Museum is located at 27582 Volo Village Road in Volo, of course, Illinois. If you'd like to learn more, then you can call the number on your screen or get tickets at volofun.com. Well, coming up next, we'll take a few movies heading into theaters this Labor Day weekend. We'll do that next.
Every first matters. Your kid's first day of school. That first big step into a new year.
And WIFR is right here with
Well, thank you so much for sticking with us. The summer movie season has been phenomenal, but it is coming to a close this Labor Day. Rick Damajala has a preview of new movies heading into theaters for this holiday weekend.
Is that the best you can do? I've got to fly back to London. I need you to take care of my cat.
I like cats.
I like dogs.
Austin Butler gets in over his head in Darren Aronofsky's Caught Stealing. The dark comedy finds Butler's character going from cat-sitting to evading members of New York's criminal underworld.
I suppose sometimes I do hate you. Sporadic hatred.
It's infused with tarragon, it adds a bit of bitterness.
Ivy likes to leave a little bit of herself in everything she does.
Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman's marriage is on the rocks in The Roses. Jay Roach's dark rom-com also stars Kate McKinnon and Allison Janney.
I didn't want any of this. I'm a monster.
You're not a monster. Peter Dinklage steps into the shoes of the Toxic Avenger. The remake of the 1984 cult classic pits the heroic character against a villain played by Kevin Bacon. Seeking theaters with great air conditioning in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Well, I also know with the Toxic Avenger, they are doing a promotion where every, I think, either $5 or $1 million that they earn, they will donate that much to a recovery effort to help get trash out of our oceans. Well, that wraps up the Morning Blend Extra for us here today. Enjoy your fantastic Labor Day weekend.